friends, Shalon Day here with Bible Journaling Ministries, and today I want to show you how you can use washi tape with our digital stamp to create a beautiful image for your art journal or in your Bible if you so choose. I will be using Mr. Pen washi tape in two different colors, a black Sharpie, a red Tombow brush pen, red glitter Stickles, and a craft knife along with some colored pencils. So if you're ready, let's get started. I'm going to be using our digital stamp for this month, More Precious Than Rubies. I have printed her on sticker paper and cut her out with my silhouette. I'm going to show you how you can accent things using washi tape, but I'm also going to be using my red glitter Stickles. I will be using washi tape to also accentuate her hair. I'm going to use colored pencils to just do her face and her ear and neck. And then I will come back, I'm going to cut out the rubies, and I know they have different shapes on the inside. I am not going to do that. I'm just going to cut out of my washi tape the shape, the largest shape, and then come back with my Stickles and make them sparkle. I'm going to be keeping her on my sticker backing like she is right now until I'm ready to put her on my journaling page, my art journal page, so that if I need to use my craft knife to really get around the edges really well before I put her down, I will be able to do that without cutting my paper. I'm also going to be using Proverbs 31 verse 10 as my focus verse for this image. I will speed up the video as I color her face, neck, and ear, and then come back and we will start the process of cutting out the rubies out of washi tape. And I will put two, so I'm going to make it wider so that it is sure to cover these. But I just want to show you how you can use washi as accents on images in your journaling, and you can also use other things. You could also use a Posca pen if you wanted to come back in and draw these other little shapes, but I just thought to make it sparkle and stand out a little bit, I would use the red glitter Stickles. So I will speed this up as I color her, come back, and we will cut out the rubies from our washi tape together. So I will be right back with you. So I decided this is not her ear. I think this is just some more hair, because I kind of feel like her ear would be back up here. So we're going to treat it like hair. And I used my art journal because my desk is a little rough and I didn't want the marks on her. So I am going to take my washi and just tear off some strips that are about the same length. I'm going to put this on like this and then just pull until I have the same length. Now, my washi tape, I can almost see through, which makes it kind of handy because I'm going to lay my washi tape down and just trace over so that I know where to cut. So let's use, it's kind of a slick surface. Let's just use my Illustrated Faith 0.25 nib, and I'm going to just trace the ruby. I'm going to take this up. It pulled some of the sticker paper up, which is fine. Because I'm going to cover that anyway. And then let's use this again just to trace my ruby. I'm also going to number these. So in here, because I'm going to use my Stickles to make it glittery, I'm going to number this one 1 and this one 1. This one 2. And this one 2. And very interesting, I don't know if you can see that or not, but because it pulled up some of the sticker on the back, if you can see that, it actually gave me my shapes inside of those rubies. So if you wanted to just do the parts of it with your Stickles, you could do that. Interesting. Now I don't know if everyone's would do that, but mine did. And so I'm just going to so that might change some things. Let's do the center. We'll call this one 3. And it is pulling up. It's pulling up the image on my washi. So I'm going to set this one aside and make another one. And do this one. So the harder that I push down, it picks up the image, the ink on there. Kind of handy and very interesting. I'm trying to get these where I'm making the most of my washi tape and not being wasteful. So now I will just come back. I'm going to use my little embroidery scissors just because these are so small and cut these out. I'll speed up the video and come back with you. I have my rubies on. I am going to do her hair, and I'm going to use, so we have discovered that we can see through the washi tape, but also when you pick it up, it brings up some of the black ink on the hair. So what I'm going to do is just cover, and I'm not going to be neat about this, but I'm going to cover her hair in my washi tape that I've chosen for her hair color. So I'm going to do this, cover all of her hair, and then come back to you so that you don't have to watch in real time me doing this, because it may be a little tedious. I'm not going to be very careful because it's cut out here. And then I'm going to come back with a marker, and we're going to add, because we can see through this, the lines in her hair. So I'm going to lay down my washi tape and then come back with you and add the lines. And then we'll be able to trim around this as we pick her up, you know, from the sticker paper. I can trim around the edges to make it even with a craft knife. So I will do that, and then I will be back with you. I have my washi tape down. I'm going to go over this with the black Sharpie, because I don't have like a Posca pen that is thin enough, a small enough nib, and I don't want to use my brush pen for this. So I decided on a Sharpie. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to go over all of my outlines with my Sharpie, just like this. And I'm going to do the whole thing like this. So I'll speed up the video again as I'm doing this. And then we'll come back, and I'm going to just use my craft knife to trim off the outside edges. So I'll speed up the video and be right back. I have my outlining done. All of her hair, I was able to see through the washi tape, so I just took my Sharpie and I made the lines in her hair. Worked out beautifully. I'm going to take my craft knife and just trim around where the outside already is cut off of with my sticker paper. Just to trim the washi off. So then whenever I pull up my girl off of my backing, then her hair is trimmed around her face and around the outline. Now you'll want to make sure that you have a sharp blade on your craft knife so as not to pull the washi, tear the washi. And it helps to just pull those fine pieces if you didn't come all the way off, you know, too far up. Okay, so I will get this trimmed, and then I will come back and we will work on our rubies in her hair with our red glitter Stickles. See how easy that comes up with my craft knife. So she will be nice and trimmed on her outer edges. And sometimes you'll have to go the opposite direction depending on which way your washi is laid down. Like this. So I have it all trimmed out. When I go to pull her off of my sticker backing now, she will be even, if you can tell. So she has a few little places here, but that's okay. She's still even. So I'm going to leave her on here because now we are going to come through with our red glitter Stickles. Now, if you wanted to, you could take your Sharpie and do the designs. Let's at least do the middle design here with the middle shape. Just to show you that you can, if you wanted to do all of these designs and maybe take a different kind of a color Sharpie or something like that. I am just going to fill all of these with my Stickles. I'm not going to do each individual shape. I'm just going to go over where my red washi tape is. So I'm just going to open my Stickles and come through here and do the outline first. And then just fill it in lightly. Not too heavy, not too thick, just enough to cover those rubies. And even though I came in a little bit on my washi with her hair, it is okay because I was able to straighten that edge up as I came through with my Stickles. So I'm just going to come through here and fill in all of these rubies. And then we will have to let the Stickles dry before we put her into the art journal. Now, if you wanted to leave some of these, maybe just do the center and the outside, you could do that too. Let's outline her. And cover up those letters or numbers, sorry. going to go ahead and fill these in. I'm going to let these dry, but as you can tell now they just glitter and catch the light. So pretty. So I'm going to let these dry and I'll be right back. So it's not completely dry, but I'm going to go ahead and pull her off and put her into my art journal. I just wanted to give you some other ideas, especially if, like me, you might have carpal tunnel and the coloring bothers your hand, that you are still able to utilize the digital stamps with washi tape. Put her at the top since she's not all the way dry. And put her down. Now you have this beautiful image that you used washi tape to do the majority of her hair. Now, I did use quite a bit of my washi here, but that's okay. It's all right. I've got other colors, and you were able to do your rubies with the washi as well. So I did use quite a bit of this washi, but that's okay because I've got several other, I've got several other rolls here, and it just worked out. So it's okay. It's all right that I use that. And I don't do it very often, but I just, again, wanted to show you how to use washi on these digital stamps. Now let's look at our verse that we were going to use. We got Proverbs 31:10. I'm going to use my Tombow brush pen and just write the verse. And I'm looking at my phone. I've got it in the New King James Version. Who can find a virtuous wife? For her worth is far above rubies. So I'm just going to hand letter that here. I'll speed up the video so that you don't have to watch it completely. I know this has been a long video and lots of sped up parts, but it has been an kind of an intricate video, and so I appreciate you hanging with me. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube, the bell for notification. Give us a thumbs up. We like that, and that helps us get out to other people and show them how to use things that they have on hand, like washi tape, to create in their art journals, in their Bibles, things like that. So I wrote my verse. I misspelled virtuous, but I snuck the U in there. And then I was thinking Proverbs 31:10. I went with 10. I forgot the 31. I stuck it in there, and then I just wrote 31:10 at the bottom. So embrace the mistakes. It's okay. None of us are perfect. Our journaling is not always perfect. But I hope that you have enjoyed learning how to use your washi and discovering that oftentimes you can see through it so that you can draw over top of it. You can also use it to piece in and make your own shapes like we did the rubies. You can use Stickles over it. Washi tape is great. You can use Sharpies over your washi tape as well. Even if you were to write over your washi, it's great. It's a great way to use that. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I pray that this has been a blessing and that you have learned something. Until next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you, and I will be with you again soon, and I can't wait. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.